if you were going to make it. You didn't know if you were going to be announced on the team. And so when you heard that you were part of that team, how did you react?
When I talked to Kathy this morning, I was just like super happy. I know I deserved it, but I just didn't know how it was going to play out. So I was just super happy. I couldn't sleep last night. I was just waiting for it to just be over. You made it or you didn't, whatever. But I'm just super happy. I feel very rewarded. I feel like I work hard, so I'm happy.
Definitely. And then as far as tonight goes, what does this team still need to improve upon to prevent these runs that opponents are able to go on? Obviously, offensively, you guys have been so dominant. You're pulling out these big wins, but defensively, what do you need to do to shut down these runs that some of your opponents have been able to go on?
We turned the ball over. We turned the ball over. We gave them too many opportunities. Turned it over. They got out in transition. And I think that was a major thing for us is being able to control a game but not giving them extra possessions.
Got you. Thank you.
Eric Wilson.
Congratulations, first and foremost. I'm glad I got an opportunity to speak to you. I just want to know, was there an extra motivation or extra energy tonight knowing that you and Sloot and Candace will be representing Team WA at the All-Star game?
No extra motivation. We already know what we're capable of and that we deserve the opportunity that we got. So we just wanted to go out there and get the win. It's important for us to finish strong before the break. So we know we were named All-Stars for a reason. So it's nothing, no doubts in our mind when we're coming out here to play. We just want to win. We finished 7 players in double figures. So that's just awesome. It just speaks to our team and speaks to the depth that we have. So I think everybody did a good job contributing and doing what they're supposed to do, playing their role, and we got the dub.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask James about this because him and I have a turnover thing that we got going on. But 16 turnovers tonight. What was it about tonight that was? We've seen you ladies win and maybe only have 10 to 12, but there was 16. Was that just kind of lateness as far as did you get a little complacent, or were you like, okay, Dallas was trying to put a little more pressure on y'all to try to come back and win this?
We just weren't smart with the ball. They're super athletic, and they were really getting in our passing lanes and things. And we need to use more ball fakes and not be so risky on our passes. I think that a lot of those passes we were trying to get into the post sometimes, and we're just not going to be able to get it over the top of them a lot of the time because they're super athletic and they can get those balls. So we just got to be smarter when making the right pass.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Con. Congrats again. Look forward to seeing you in Vegas.
Thank you.
Cheryl raced out, WBZ.
Congratulations, Kahleah. That's great news to hear about your All-Star appearance. Kahleah, how important is it rebounding from the last game, getting this win, especially all this time you're spending on the road?
I think it's important. We've been successful on the road, but rebounding from that last game, we just didn't come to play. It was important for us to have a strong start, and also just important for us to get the win. I think that we came out strong. We set the tone early. It's a game of runs. It was up and down, but most importantly, we finished with the win. But it was just really important for us to rebound from that last game.
Does the fact that when you're on the road that it does allow the home team to feel some sort of advantage coming out of the break?
One more time, sorry.
When you're playing on the road, the home team, being able to come out of halftime feeling a little more confident about being able to put a run on you?
I don't understand your question. I'm sorry.
I'm just kind of curious, like, you're talking about the turnovers and things like that, but sometimes does it seem like the home team, because they're there, that their confidence may be, okay, we're at home, we can probably rally back on you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, I think that.
Thank you.
Doug Feinberg.
Hey, Kahleah. Yeah, guys had, I think, 58 points the entire game against Connecticut, 51 in the first half tonight, I think. Just talk about how the offense seemed to be clicking in the first 20 minutes tonight.
In the first however many minutes, we had 12 field goals made on 12 assists. So that just goes to show Chicago Sky basketball. We were really moving the ball, trying to get easy baskets, not working too hard for them, making the defense move, making them make the right decisions. I think that early on in the game, we were doing a good job just moving the ball and trying to get the easiest shot possible, giving up good shots for great shots. So I think that we did a really good job in those first 20 minutes.
And what does it mean to be going to Vegas with two of your teammates?
I'm excited. Sloot and Candace is amazing. So for me to be going to All-Star with them, I'm super excited.
Thanks.
Allison Moran.
Hey, Ka, congratulations on the All-Star selection. What did you say to each other when you learned of your All-Star selections?
I saw her this morning. I saw Sloot this morning, and she was just like, "You deserve it," and I'm just so proud of you. Just hug, and that was just basically. I talked to Candace a little bit about it. We just talked about the game and just first experience.
Well, I know James was saying that you and he congratulated you on the selection and was so proud of you. How'd that make you feel?
It made me feel good. We talked about it this morning, and it just went back to a conversation that we had during free agency. We sat down and we had breakfast, and I told him just my goals and what I wanted, and we just spoke it into existence. He asked me what I wanted and how he could help me get there, and I'm just so glad that I came back to Chicago in that free agency, and James was able to help me get that.
Thanks, Ka.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kahleah. We'll have Candace Parker up next.
Thanks, y'all.
We'll start with
Candace, good evening. I appreciate your time and congratulations on your 6th All-Star appearance.
Thank you.
How do you feel, the team rebounded basically from your loss the other night to play tonight against Dallas and come out with a, successful victory?
I think we did a good job. I always take from situations like this, obviously in the WNBA, you need to bounce back fast. And I think we did that. And so I always think that, even from losses, you can take some positive, and even from wins, you can take some negative. So overall, the goal is to get the W, but we still have a lot that we got to work on.
Okay, and if I could speak to the analyst, Candace Parker, for a moment, and this might seem a little personal, so feel free not to answer if you don't want to. NECA, not a part of the Olympic team and not a part of the All-Star team. How are you feeling about that?
Honestly, the All-Star, I've been on the end of being injured for a certain amount of games. And so, I think she probably can understand that. Just sometimes when you're out, that's the way it is. I mean, obviously, I've spoke about USA basketball. So, yeah. I mean, you know how I feel about that. Okay.
Fair enough. I appreciate your time. Thank you, Candace.
No problem.
Annie with the Sun Times.
Hey, Candace, 6-time All-Star, but first time representing the Sky in a Sky uniform. What does this one mean to you, being able to be an All-Star for Chicago?
It means a lot. I think throughout my career, Olympic years we haven't always had All-Star, and then just through injuries and things like that. And so I never take for granted, the opportunity to be an All-Star. For me personally, I'm excited to share this with my family, with my daughter. The first All-Star game she went to, she was sitting on the bench with me. I think she may have been 3 years old at the time. So for me, it's just building more memories. She's going to be there with me every step of the way. And I think All-Star is about the fans, but it's also about the family being able to be kind of more around.
And then logistically, do you anticipate any of your responsibilities broadcasting for Tokyo to be any type of issue with the scheduling for All-Star?
No, I don't leave until the end of July. So
okay.
It won't be any problems. And then just for me personally, I'm still going to work out in Tokyo. I do this on the regular in terms of having to work out and still be in studio. So that won't be a problem.
Awesome. And then kind of a random question, but what's the best pass you've ever seen Courtney make, whether it's to you or to someone else, something that you're like, okay, well, her vision is just different.
I think what's so impressive about Courtney, I think, obviously the fans want to see the behind the back passes and the highlights and all that stuff. Sometimes it's discipline to make the simple play. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what she does continuously. She dictates what the defense does, and that's why she's able to get the type of assists that she does, is because she's ahead of whatever we're going to do. She's 2 steps ahead.
All right, thank you.
Doug Feinberg.
Hey, Ace, congrats on the All-Star nod again. I'm curious, you've played a bunch of these. Is this game going to have more to it than a normal All-Star game since it is against USA, and there might be some extra feelings in there for players?
Feelings, it's an All-Star game. They try to turn it into us against USA. Like I said, it is what it is. We're going to go there. I'm happy to be representing, I guess, Team WNBA. Is that what we're called? And to be there. So I think it's about just, the fans and bringing more attention to women's basketball. So whatever that is, I'm a basketball player, so I think we're going to go out and play. I don't know if this was their attempt of trying to make it like the NBA All-Star where people actually compete. But at the end of the day, is it about the fans?
And just to follow up on what you said before, so you're not going to be in Tokyo for the entire tournament if you're getting in late July?
No, I'm just doing my medal round. So I'm just broadcasting medal round. Yep.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
No problem.
2 more questions for Candace. Jill raced out.
Hi, Candace. Congratulations on your All-Star nod. What was it like you had it for the first time when you were named, the excitement of it. What was it like to see that Kahleah went through that process today?
You know, Kaz is a special one, man. She's undervalued, and to be able to have an opportunity now where people see her value. She's a tremendous competitor. She's athletic as all get out, and you know, no pun intended, the sky's the limit for her. So it's been a lot of fun to watch her play, watch her work, and watch her grow, and to think like she's still young. So, you know, to be a part of it and to be going to All-Star with my teammates, Sloop, Ka, you know, I don't think we take that lightly. I think we all have respect for the game of basketball and understand, you know, this is an opportunity, and, you know, we shouldn't take it for granted.
Did you see the excitement in her today?
You know, Kaz, you know, she's always a joy. Like, she always has a smile on her face. She's always bringing the energy. So I don't think that it was any different a day. I mean, I think when she got on the bus, you know, everybody clapped for the All-Stars, and film, everybody clapped for the All-Stars. So I think that was kind of a moment. But at the end of the day, I think, you know, we all kind of expected it, you know.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Time for one more question. Allison Moran.
Hi, Candace. Congratulations both on the win tonight and on your All-Star selection, number 6. What does it mean about this team when you have 3 All-Star selections, tied only with the Connecticut Sun?
I mean, it obviously says a lot about our depth. As a team, I mean, we share the ball. I don't think there's been a player on the team that has taken 20 shots yet. We share the ball, we move the ball. You know, next man up, that's our mentality. And so, you know, I think that says a lot about the way in which we play, and to see that be kind of recognized, you know, it is special.
And moving to the next game for...
Better bring in Stefanie Dolson. Sorry, Allison.
Oh, okay. Nice talking to you, Candace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, Steph. Thanks for joining us. We'll start with Cheryl Ray Stout, WBZ.
Hi, Stefanie.
Hi.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You had a terrific start to the game, and it seemed like it was because of what you were able to do, was able to build on a lead for this team. How did it feel for you out there tonight?
Yeah, I felt good in the beginning. Unfortunately, I got a little weak towards the end. That was on me. But the beginning, my teammates were just able to find me. Sloot gave me good passes, and I was just able to knock them in. So it felt good to start off like that, and you know, to kind of help the team get off to a good start.
How about your 3-point shooting? You feel more comfortable with it now?
Yeah, I mean, I always feel comfortable. It's just a matter of like defense. A lot of teams switch, so they started off not switching, and I was able to get open. So, you know, it feels good to knock those in, and hopefully I can carry that over to Friday.
Thank you.
Annie Costable, sometimes.
Thanks, Steph. Is there a team in the league that can beat you guys when you're rolling like you were in the first half? Like, it just seems like when this team is clicking like that, 9 players scored in the first half, that it's hard to imagine anybody really shutting this team down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I think when we play at our best like that, it's hard to beat us. You know, we're moving the ball well, we're shooting well, we're playing good defense, and that's just how we started that game. But yeah, I mean, I don't think so. We've seen it multiple times, but you know, when we don't play our best, we've seen the other end. So we just got to be like that every night for 40 minutes, and you know, a team won't beat us.
And then 16 turnovers. What needs to be the focus to really cut those down?
I just think being focused. I think a lot of times we think things will maybe come easy, or so we're throwing like kind of one-handed passes and stuff like this. But other teams are going to make adjustments. Every team is really good in this league, and we just got to make sure that we're making the right pass, the easy pass, and just making good decisions. So, it's all learning. So we'll watch film and get better on those turnovers.
And sorry, one last one for you. But you've been with Kahleah since the beginning. You've seen her journey, here with this guy. You guys did it together. What is your emotion seeing her become an all-star?
I'm super happy for her. I'd say mostly for her, just because, like you said, she's been working so hard for this, and she's had her ups and downs like any player has. But for her specifically, she works really hard at the things that she's not good at, and other people, I think, just kind of let those things go. And she's just worked hard and is constantly playing hard, is a great spark for us at all times. And both teams that we've been on, she's been that spark. So I'm really proud of her and really happy for her.
Awesome. Thanks, Steph.
Doug Feinberg.
Hey, Steph, good to see you.
Thanks.
If I remember correctly, in 2019, when the All-Star game was in Vegas, you and a bunch of your teammates went out there to support Diamond, and were pretty loud and vocal and enjoying the scenery and the time. I know you'll be out there for 3-on-3 stuff. If you have a chance, you can try to catch the All-Star game and support your teammates the same way.
Yeah, of course. I've already tried to make plans. We've been asking a lot of the people of USA Basketball what we'll be allowed to do. They said that we'll be allowed to go to the game, so I'll be there. I don't know if I'll be able to be with my teammates or see them, but I will for sure be there rooting for them, and hopefully I'll be able to see them at the pool or something. But I still got to follow those rules. But I'm really excited. I know a lot of the girls on the team are also going already, so we'll all be there to support them, just like we did in 2019.
And I know, it's different teams, but you guys put up 51 tonight in the first half. You had 58 all last game. Just difference in a team, or everything was clicking on offense in that first half?
Yeah. We were moving the ball well. We were finding the open man. We were making the easy pass. And then we were just finishing well. So, but then they made an adjustment, and, we kind of took a step back. So we just got to go at people when they make adjustments and keep being strong. And just keep punching like we did the first half, like we did today.
Thanks, Steph.
Thanks.
Allison Moran, then we'll bring in James.
Whoops.
Okay.
For some reason, Steph, my mic muted again, so I apologize for that. Talk about the what's it going to take for the next game, going up against Dallas again.
Just watching film, learning from what happened today. We know we let them come back, so we just gotta play our game. Like I said before, play really good defense, execute on offense, and just take care of the ball. We had a lot of turnovers today, so that's not like us. And when we take care of the ball and make good decisions, good things happen.
In terms of getting, was there like a disconnect in those middle quarters, in the second and third quarters? The lead went from double digits to down to 9, over 20 down to about 9. And so I was wondering if it was just letting down your guard, or how that occurred.
I just think it was making bad decisions. We got a little lackadaisical with our passes. They came out really aggressive, and we weren't, we just weren't making right decisions. So we knew that was going to happen, but they came out really strong, and that's something that we're going to learn for the next game and know that that's going to happen right from the jump. So we got to be ready for it, and just kind of counter that aggressiveness and use it against them.
Terrific. Thank you so much, Steph, and I'm going to look forward to seeing you at 3-on-3.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have James Wade up next. A question for James. You can raise your hand. Jail raced out.
James, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
James, when you have a game that you lose like you did the other day and come back and rebound like this, how much does that say about the character of your team to be able to do that?
I think we have, players that have a lot of pride and want to win and want to win the right way and want to win for each other. So I think it says a lot about, our character as a group. And to be able to withstand a run like this, like they did in the second half and finish it off. And, it says a lot about our character. And now it's about just, building on it. So, yeah, I think we have a team with good character, great character, especially when it comes to one another.
The other factor is that you had several players with double-digit scoring. Again, it's another team win. You don't have to rely on just one person.
Yeah.
All right. Eric Wilson.
Coach, as always, I appreciate it, and congratulations on your win. Just want to talk about the turnover battle, 16-17.
Yeah.
Something that I know that you and I have spoke about, but what was some of the factors that contributed to having that many turnovers tonight?
I think when you go up on a team, you have a comfortable lead in the first half. It's a different mindset or mentality as if you're coming off of a loss like we were in the first half. And I think we were much more focused, much more concentrated and determined to take care of the ball. I think in the third quarter, it was just a trickle effect where there were a lot of unforced turnovers because we were just careless with it. And I think we let the fact that we had a lead kind of help us relax a little bit. And as soon as you relax and you take your foot off the pedal and you're not as aggressive, I think offensively, that's where the turnovers come into play. Fortunately for us, our defense was able to, stay strong and continue to make them turn it over and force them into different shots.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you, as always.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much, James.
Appreciate you guys.
We'll see you tomorrow after practice. Have a great night, you guys.